Okay, Spirit is proud of you because you're standing on business here, okay? It's like you fought something flawlessly, even though it was flawed. You know what I mean? It's just like you stood against, look, some tricksters here. You stood against people who wanted to play with your life as if, you know what I mean, it didn't mean anything. They played with it. You know what I mean? Like Russian roulette. And yeah, it's like you went to a place. You had to go to a place where, you know how they say you have to go and just sometimes you have to go crazy to get back sane. That's what you did, but you did it without acting out. You know what I mean? It's like you preserved all that energy for yourself. You knew the lies, you knew the deception here, okay? People were lying on your name here. People were saying, that you weren't living in your truth here. People were trying to say that you were promiscuous, things of that nature. But the truth is, you were liberated if you were doing that. You were liberated and you separated from that type of lifestyle. And somebody, it's like how you think you gonna just stand on business and take that away from them, because it was energy that they were missing, okay, that they're missing now. But it's like Spirit is so proud of you because you stood your ground against somebody, and no matter what, they tried to tear you apart. Only because you chose yourself. Only because you chose you. Only because you choose the things that you would like to do. You know what I mean? And only because you choose morals, you choose things of that nature. They tore you down here, but it's like you stood tall through it all because you knew you were telling the truth. Right here, the truth. You knew that. You knew that. You knew you stood on business and you got plenty of receipts by just allowing the truth to spill out without saying anything. Yeah, and this is your defense mechanism. What they fail to realize, your silence, it speaks volumes. Okay? Your silence speak values that it allow people to tell on themselves. You feel me? And that is why it is important to keep that going, because somebody will not stop at all costs, but Spirit will stop this person. Look, trying to interfere with your growth here, and Spirit takes that very seriously here, because you're at a place where you deserve that family, you deserve that relationship, you deserve, that career, or you deserve that, whatever life that you want, you deserve it. You deserve it. And this person keeps interfering, which is going to, and it was the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck, and now the devil is on the bottom of the deck. This person has a toxic entity here. So Spirit is saying it's best that you allow the entity to attack this person from the inside, because it's going to come out, okay? So Spirit wants you to just stand on business. The cycle is almost over with. This person has to settle with being disappointed here, 411 on the clock here. They have to settle with this. They have to settle with they messed up. They have to settle with you're illuminated about who they really are here, and they phony, so you're putting your guards up now. You don't have time for people that tell your business here. This person, the type of person to tell your business. If you get money, they gonna tell your business, okay? Everybody know how much money you got. If you get this, they gonna tell your business. Everybody know how much you got. Everybody know what's going on in your life. And so Spirit wants you, look, the journalists here, they're just gonna tell everything. Spirit wants you to know that somebody is really about to receive. It's going to be so much karma that they cannot And the reason why they're getting this is because they didn't focus on themselves here. When you usually focus on yourself after something happens, that means that you're putting all of that energy back into you. Yeah, nurturing. You have to learn how to nurture yourself out of this situation, because somebody here definitely has racked up karma dealing with somebody on a bad level here, and this person is an activist for spirit, truly, or an activist for their community, or whatever the case may be. This person is high ranking and needed in their profession, okay? And it not only that, this person doesn't deserve the type of games this person was playing here, okay? So somebody is actively getting karma right now. That's what I'm seeing. Because they really played a game even though you weren't even playing this, okay? And it's going to be like, shoot, somebody going to be celebrating here soon. I'm not gonna lie, some of y'all gonna be celebrating that this person 616, that this person is getting their karma here. Look, power. They're getting that power surge that they think they had is getting cut. Yes. And I think somebody knows this. Somebody has foreseen this. And now it's terrible. Look at that. Somebody definitely about to get married. I say. Yeah, somebody, you're about to live a very happy life here. But you're cloaking it as you should, because right now it's too many people trying to figure out what your energy is here because of their failures here. They're failing and you're getting your success. You see that power card here? You took your power back. And it has caused you to reboot the system, almost like, to correct it. You know what I'm saying? It was like red pill, blue pill. You know what I'm saying? And definitely you have rebooted some type of system here because you choose you to invest in here. Okay? And that is creating manipulation. I was trying to say manifestations. Somebody is trying to manipulate your manifestations, but this is creating the manifestations to come in, because through somebody trying to cause you failure, you never paid attention to it. You act like it didn't exist. I told y'all, start having baby funerals for people and they get their karma quicker. I'm just saying. Baby, have a funeral for them people in your mind. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Spirit, take care of business. I'm done. You know what I mean? Look at here. And this is the truth. Somebody is in turmoil now because you took your power back, and you act through spirit. You let spirit take care of it. This is why your job is important. You got to show more people this, how to stand up and do the right thing and still be strong in yourself, no matter what somebody is doing right now, because somebody's doing everything in their power to tear you down, because they're torn down, they're beat down to the ground right now, okay, because they don't have any integrity, and then they cannot be themselves, and so they envy you because of that. If you live your truth, quit trying to be a people pleaser and quit trying to be that person, that man, that status, that woman, that status, or whatever. If you be you, you'll believe in yourself enough to change and be happy doing what you want to do too. But you can't beat nobody down because you upset about their accomplishments. But y'all got the same 24 hours in a day. It's what you choose to do with it. I tell my kids all the time, life is a choice. And depending on your choice, that's what you gonna get back. So welcome to your party, honey. This is the party that you plan for yourself. Enjoy.